Hold on, I gotta turn the camera around. Dang, I gotta hold on too. Family. All praise is due to the Most High, family. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. This is my second time doing a review for the finale. I did it last night. Went live, reacted, and for some reason, before I got to share it, I lost it. So, with this being the finale though, and this being my first series completed, I wanted to make sure that the whole series was archived, you know, that we've completed the whole season full of reviews. I wanted that to be documented, displayed, available. So this is technically the second reaction, but, you know, I had to get something down for the archives to say we did it. Right? So this was a good finale. In terms of the action, in terms of like the development, like there was still there's like a lot that happened in this last episode. And I really do hope we get another season of this show. I mean, they definitely left us off with, you know, some opportunities to keep exploring, right? But so we'll get into that. Man, I need to groom myself, family. I'm distracted. But anyhow, so when you see me and I look different, you know why. I groom myself. I'm gonna take care of that soon. So family, the goddess got resurrected. Meldia, the goddess, is upset. She's powerful. She looks like a goddess. You know, she looked like she is an angel that came down from, you know, the skies. Right, but so this is the same goddess, remember, family, that granted Graham his eternal youth. And basically because of her like trauma response, you know, she doesn't know how Graham feels about, you know, she kind of just did this favor for him, you know, unsolicited, you know, hoping that he would enjoy it. And so, but having all this time with that question on her mind, she don't know for sure whether he likes it or not. She's insecure. She's feeling insecure about it and doubting her deed, you know, the merits of her deed. So that's why she's saying, I'm sorry, right? That's why she basically manifested herself. I mean, right? Because, right, we do know that because she implanted herself in the Hazuki, kind of like preparing to be resurrected. She did that herself. That's why Hazuki, you know, being at the magic school wasn't really performing well. She didn't have mana reserves because Meldia, the goddess, is basically leeching off of her, right? So that's like the context as a background. But for the finale, we in it. Like, it's smoke on sight. You know, demon lords and goddesses are natural enemies. opponents. Like, it's just that's just how it's gonna work, right? So at first, Meldia looked hard. She coming out swinging. You know, if it weren't for Veli being immortal, right? Like, she'd have won. Like, 2-3 times she would have won. Right? Veli says, really, after the first time we got hit, my fault, y'all. I ate that salad that I posted earlier, and I just, I got stuff in my teeth, so that salad hit. But so Meldia hit us strong out the gate. Veli says he died. He got to fix his broken neck. Right? But we gathering information on the opponent. So we try a couple spells. We try a couple physical attacks. Okay, we downloaded. And so, but during a couple of these counters, you notice it just looked like we getting very unlucky, right? Like, we try to blast her with a spell, a rock hit our hand, we miss. We try to hit her with a different spell, we slip and fall off the building, right? So because Meldia explained, she's basically applying good luck to herself and bad luck on Veli. That's why all her attacks are hitting strong, they're landing. That's why all his are not working and missing. But Veli is experienced, family. I'm going to use that for the thumbnail. That looks super Hotepi. But so Veli, with his experience and, combat pedigree, he's downloading. He's peeping everything that she's doing in order to understand how he can win, right? And so while he's explaining to her what he understands how her powers work, he's like, okay, boom. So you applying bad luck to me, good luck to yourself. Physical attacks don't work. But I noticed that you've been actively avoiding these magic attacks, so they must work. Right? And then during the conversation, like, really Veli learns, he learns that she wants to see Graham. She's saying this. It's not like, it didn't take him to figure it out, really. She's saying, oh, I'm looking for Graham. He probably hates me, is what she says to Veli. And Veli sees this as an opportunity to take advantage of her. And he sees this as an opening. So he starts teasing her. He's like, oh, you don't really know Graham like that then, huh? You saying you love him. You don't know how he feel about you. So she's saying, tell me. But see, the traitor, like the ringleader of this whole operation, Professor Mag, she kind of knew that, or predicted, she prepared for, Veli to have, like, to find an opening, outside of, like, just overpowering her, like the mental, like she foresaw him trying to, attack her mentally or emotionally. So once they start talking about Graham, really, this like spell or something, she basically is taking over. Like, we see it because, all her white and gold, energy and aura, that starts turning red. And she basically, don't want to have a conversation no more. It's just more smoke that we having. And so this is the second time that she killed Veli because, she level up. Veli's like, hey, I get it. we a streamer at the same time. I get it. Difficult bosses have second stages. So that's what this is. But she smacked up. She hit him with it. Sent him flying. And Graham had to protect himself with a shield to catch him, to catch Veli. And that force killed Veli a second time. Just broke his whole spine. He just splat. He like roadkill for real. Right? And so now we cooking because my boy Graham is back. But before we get to that, right, what happened in the in-between time? Machina is attacking this. We don't know much about this character, but they did something to the students and basically like made the students turn coat. Like she was controlling them basically as puppets, And so that's what she was doing. But so Machina goes after her. That's who Machina is going after. And it's cool to see Machina do her thing again, because it was a cool intro when she fought Marcus, but it was like a disappointing result. Like she kind of got overwhelmed. But she performed a little bit better in this instance. Yeah, that's what we'll say on that. Now, what do we learn? She basically, Machina recognized, the face of this agent, Ange, codename Ange. Right? And we're learning that, so Ange has no memory of Machina, but Machina, upon seeing her face, Angie, codename Ange's face, she knows without a doubt. She like, nah, that's dang, I'm tripping on the name now. But she recognized her at May. It was May. She knows, she knows based off of her appearance. She's like, okay, that's May. That's the homie from back in the day. But she's obviously been brainwashed or like reprogrammed or something like that. She's under some kind of control. And so it was a missed opportunity. We couldn't bring her back, but like I said, it was a lot of new information we was getting in. So, we know that one of our immortal brethren, is alive and well. We just got to get them. It was a missed opportunity this time, but we confirmed their existence and well-being relative to the situation. Right. And so Mag come back, save May. Now, we're getting hints that all these people, all these antagonists that we've been dealing with, really from day one, are all part of this same guild or organization, right? Like Marcus was a part of it. Mag is a part of it. We got these other these other goons wearing this uniform that Hazuki recognized. And so that's what we learned. Right now, back to the finale. So this was all I was. My mouth was watering over this, just to because we finally got to see Graham and Veli work in tandem. They teased it before, but Lord Veli didn't really need the help like that. So this time he said himself, he's like, "Hey man, I need some assistance here." And so it's cool because right off the bat, they're locked in. They're on the same wavelength. You see Veli just charging in and just trusting Graham. He not even thinking about it. He not thinking about or concerned or about nothing. Graham out here just swatting these attacks away like flies, like it's nothing. The music is hidden. The animation is hidden. The teamwork is hidden. Right? And so they charging in. Graham find the opening. He grabbed Veli by the collar. He throw him toward toward Meldia. And in the last second, Meldia sees Graham. And of course, that's all she wanted to see. Like all these 500 plus years, that's all she wanted to see. So she just didn't, it was a big distraction. She lost her train of thought. Wide open. And we rammed that special sword through her chest, boy. Because we had to end it. But so, Veli explains. So that's it. That's the dub. She out of here. Because Veli explained this sword that he struck her with. Because remember, she took over Hazuki's body. Right? This is like a worse than a meat shield. Like, this is like, we are the target and the victim are the same person. How do you save that, right? So Veli has this special sword. Basically, it removes the soul from existence. Right? So Meldia can't come back, it seems. But at the same time, he didn't damage the physical body, so Hazuki could regain control and autonomy of herself, And although she got to see a glimpse of Graham, she didn't get to have that conversation or nothing. So it's really up to Veli to really explain to her, like, hey, he's a hero. He's not upset or mad at you. He out here and he's accepted his fate. He's the hero. Like, for real, for real. That's why we appreciate Graham. So she's able to like go in peace. She's able to rest in peace. Big fight is over. Hazuki's safe. We saved Hazuki. We have a heartfelt moment when she wake up. It's funny because Veli be playing with her and her name. You noticed, when it was serious and she needed reassurance, he was like, proper name. As soon as we know that we okay, we back to fooling, getting her name wrong. So it's just something, small details you may or may have not have missed. But so the cities are still in chaos. And so we got to wrap that up. Right? Why is the city in chaos? Because basically the city's run by the 3 royal families. And the news hit that one head of the family had murdered the other head of the family. And so Hazuki, now that she got all the regalia, this is her qualification. This is her authorization. This is her, authority. Having all 3 pieces to be in charge. So she declares herself king. It was a little funny if you notice, I think it's the goblins, it's his bodyguard and right-hand man and everything. But while she's explaining what she wants to do with her king authority, he's got the blick ready. He's like somebody interrupted her. I mean, as she's explaining what she's about to do, somebody in the crowd interrupted her. So this guy, he said, hey, let's hear her out. But at the same time, he's getting the blick ready. Like, hey, if she say the wrong thing. But so she basically said, hey, I'm the king. Here's the proof. She said, she explained to the city what happened and why all this drama's going down. And so she said, hey, we're done with this royal family system. There's no more king. Some people celebrated, some people didn't. But so they basically saying, well, look, like we got a city council, so, you know, achieve your ends through the council, through means of the council. And that was really like the conclusion of the conflict. We did get to see the treasury because Hazuki had all 3 regalia. And so through that, we was able to confirm another one of our 6 brethren, immortal brethren's existence, his well-being relative to the situation. And so that's like the information that we got going into season 2. Will we get a season 2? I don't know. I hope. Because this was a solid 12 episodes. Good theme, good art. We got 2, decent arcs out of it. I like the characters. Our crew is solid. Like Hazuki turned out to be really cool with her development. Makina's the day one. She was straight from day one. Makina was one of my favorites. All hacker girl. She was coming through. She's solid. Helpful. Funny. Trustworthy. There. She available. So, and Graham was like Graham was low-key my favorite. I mean, Veli, let me put respect on his name. Demon Lord Velto Velvet Velsvault. He was the obvious star of the show. I mean, come on. Like, let's not kid ourselves. But, Graham was hitting some tropes that I enjoy. So, shout out Graham. Let's see. And then we just wrap up at the end of at the crib, Hazuki transferred schools, I guess. So she getting treated better. She's having a better experience. We back to doing our old regular thing. We streaming, we playing video games, we chilling at the crib with the crew. And so we move forward to save our brethren. We don't know what that look like. We don't know if we'll get to see that. But so that's the end of this. That's the end of the season, family. Like, wow, we really made it through. I was hoping to get it done before the end of the month. We one day late, but so anyhow, I don't know. Maybe can we do 2 series and can we finish like 2 new series in February? I don't know, but we gonna try. Anyhow, family, all praises due to the Most High. If you watched each one of these, even if you didn't, even if you just watched part of each one of these. And you went through the whole series, like, wow. Wow. You're a real one. Share the reel, family. Comment something down. I'm going to comment back. Like the reel. That's free. It don't cost you nothing to do any of those things. But that mean everything to me. So shout out you, family. That's all. Peace and love.